It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
11 yards there, 1st down. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 7 catches, 93 yards, and a score.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44 yard.
On the counter, it's Conner.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Thomas to throw on 3rd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Conner again.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Steelers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll toss this out right for Conner. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
James Conner.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Thomas. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Thomas. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Sam Martin is set to kick off.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Jackson going to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, run with Dobbins. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And the Ravens.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Ravens.
Here's Jackson to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. will be back under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
He is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Ravens 3.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
However, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Keep playing. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. What's the run?
Looking to throw. Thomas. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Ravens. They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on third down. Samuel, he gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Samuel, open receiver. That's Caden Smith, the tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Samuel, his pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and goal.
Looking to throw on second down. Samuel, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes guys, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Samuel looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Samuel, he'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Offense.
I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 1st down.
6-man. Check girls.
Back to throw. Thomas. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Steelers.
They'll run here with counter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thomas's pass intended.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Looking to throw. Thomas hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
16.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 2.
Thomas's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brought down just shy of the goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is up to 8. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd down. Samuel. They set up the screen for Dobbins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Complete to
3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
3rd down.
From the gun. Samuel. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
waiting from the gun. Thomas. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Squeeze, double.
Here's Thomas from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The kick is...
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within one score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. And that is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuel. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The quarterback is sacked.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down. Samuel. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's the option. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
Complete.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
The 4th down.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They start the drive with Connor. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again, and this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On first down, Connor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Rashard Higgins leads to 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
The 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Thomas. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting.
And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Baltimore,
look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up.